Hello everyone, welcome to the course Data Structures. This is Thulasi Chitra, Associate Professor, Department of CSIT, MLR Institute of Technology. We'll see today's overview regarding stack applications. As we have discussed in the previous session, what is stack and what are the different operations we can perform on stack. Now we'll be discussing about the stack applications where we are going to use in our programming. Under this, the first one is used in balanced parenthesis, and another one we are going to see about used in conversion of infix to postfix expression. Then we are going to use in evaluation of postfix expression and used in compiler designs also. These are the few applications I have mentioned here. We can have so many applications also. First, we will be discussing about how we are going to do the balanced parenthesis by using stack application. First, let us see about what is balanced parenthesis means. The balanced parenthesis is nothing but each opening symbol, that means you may have the opening curly braces or square braces or the curved braces. Any of these if you have found has a corresponding closing symbol. That means it should have the closing curly braces or square braces and closing curved braces. And the pairs of parentheses are properly nested. Suppose if I am going to have the open curved parenthesis, for this it should have the closed curved parenthesis. If I am going to see about open curly parenthesis, for that it should have closed curved parenthesis, and if you have curly parenthesis, and if I have square parenthesis open, and for that it should have closed parenthesis. If the matching of open and closing parenthesis, if you found, then we can say it as an balanced parenthesis. You can have nested like this. You can have like this, or you can have the curly parenthesis like this. Then we are going to check the matching of it. For a particular open parenthesis, there is a closing parenthesis or not, right? For this, we are going to use our stack applications. And this is one of the example where you can see how we are going to use the stack for checking the balance parenthesis. Initially, we are going to take stack is empty, and if I find or encounter the symbol open parenthesis, open curly parenthesis, I am going to push it onto the stack. Then the next input symbol is the square parenthesis, then also I am going to push it onto the stack. And next one I encountered the curved parenthesis, then also I am going to push it onto the stack. Then I got again one more curly parenthesis, that is open parenthesis, then also we are going to push it onto the stack. Then now I got the closing parenthesis. In that case, there is a match between opening and closing parentheses, so that we are going to pop that and we are not going to display it. There is a match, just we are going to pop that curly parenthesis from the top of the stack. Next, we have the open curved parenthesis on the top of the stack and a closed parenthesis is encountered. Now, both are matching, so that we are going to pop it from the stack. Next, we are encountered the open square parenthesis, and on the top of the stack we have the left open parenthesis, so that what we are going to do is just we are going to push it onto the stack. Next, we have the closed square parenthesis, and on the top of the stack you have the open square parenthesis, so that we are going to pop it from the stack. We are going to pop it, and we are coming with the encountered symbol is square parenthesis, and in top of the stack you found the left open parenthesis, so that we are going to pop it from the stack. And on the top of the stack you have the curly parenthesis, and the incoming symbol encountered is closed curly parenthesis, so we are going to pop it from the stack. There is a match between them, then we are going to pop it out and we are not going to display it. Now, if at the end, after scanning the complete input of your parenthesis, now if your stack becomes empty, then we can say that it is having the balanced parenthesis. balanced parenthesis. If anything is left over in the stack, then we can say it as an unbalanced parenthesis. That means we are left with either a curly open parenthesis or any closed square parenthesis. If something is left in the stack, then we can say it as unbalanced parenthesis. Now we have one more example here to look into this. In the same way, we are going to check it for curly parenthesis. If you got open curly parenthesis, we are going to push it, and square parenthesis also we are going to push, curved parenthesis we are going to push it, and the next encountered symbol is closed curved parenthesis, so that we are going to pop it from the stack. Next we got the square closed curved parenthesis, we have a match, we have popped it from the stack, and we left with one curly parenthesis in the stack. That means brace is left over in the stack, which represents to unlimited delimiters, or we can say it as unbalanced parenthesis in the given expression. Next, we will be seeing an algorithm how to implement this, right? First we will see the algorithm, then we are going to try to implement this in the program by using C language. First, create an empty stack. Next, traverse the input expression string. That means we are going to take the parenthesis like this, and we are going to traverse through this expression. Then, if the character is an open parenthesis or square parenthesis or curly parenthesis, in that case, we are going to push it onto the stack, as we have seen in the example. If the character is a closed parenthesis of any of these type, then pop the topmost character, right? Pop the topmost character which you are there in the stack. If popped character is matching with any of the open bracket, suppose I am having the square bracket and I got the input symbol as the closed square braces, then we are going to pop it from here, right? And we are not going to display anything here. Else, if we are not having that, display the parenthesis or not balanced. If I am not finding this closed parenthesis, then I am going to display it as not balancing, the parenthesis or not balancing. After complete traversal, I am going to traverse through the complete expression, and if any of the brackets are left over in the stack, right? If any of these braces are left over in the stack, in that case also we are going to display parenthesis is not balancing. We are left with some of the parenthesis, so that we can say it as it is an unbalanced parenthesis. We can display that message. Otherwise, we are not left with any of the parenthesis in the stack, right? In that case, we can say that parenthesis is balanced. Okay. Like this way, we can implement the algorithm for balancing parenthesis. And we have seen the summary. Like we have discussed about the stack applications. We have 4 different types of applications that was present in stack. One is used in balanced parenthesis, whether the given expression is having the balanced parenthesis or not, or sometimes we can call it as delimiters also. Balanced parenthesis or delimiters, both are the same. Next, we have some more applications we have discussed. This is also used in conversion of infix to postfix expression. Conversion of infix to postfix expression. Then we are going to use it in evaluation of postfix expression. Evaluation of postfix expression also we are going to use the stack. And lastly, you are going to use it in compiler designs. But these things one we are not going to discuss now. You will be having one subject regarding this in your next coming semesters. There you will be knowing about what is the use of these compiler designs in stack applications. Okay. Thanks for this session. Thank you.